Isn't nature beautiful? Nature has inspired many artworks. Take a look at this snowflake under a microscope. You can see that it has symmetry. We're going to create an artwork today using symmetry. To get started, you are going to need a few supplies. You're going to need some glue. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a white piece of paper. And you're also going to need any blue strips that you have in your art bag. If you don't have any blue strips, just any extra scrap paper that you might have. Today, we're going to be working to create a radial design for our snowflake. So your blue strips or any strips of color that you have, what I want you to do is stack them up on top of each other, and then I want you to cut long ways across them. Not short strips like this, but really long across the whole length of the paper. And you're gonna do that a second time. I want you to do that twice. That will give you a few strips of paper. You need to have at least 6 strips of paper that are really long like mine. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. And now what we're going to do is start to create a snowflake. Your first strip of paper, you need to glue it down vertically across your paper. Your second strip of paper, you need to glue it down horizontally across your paper. And then you need to make an X. These would be diagonal lines. Make an X on your paper like that. Then you're gonna glue these guys down. Just use a dot of glue, or you could use a glue stick. It is up to you. Once you have them all glued down, now it's time to be creative. You can design your snowflake in any way you want, using lines and shapes. Maybe I decide that at the end of my snowflake here, I want to have a circle. If I want to have a lot of circles, if you fold your paper in half and you cut a circle, you will end up with 2 circles. You cut through 2 pieces of paper at the same time. We want our snowflake to be symmetrical, so whatever you do to one side of your snowflake, you should also do to the other side of your snowflake. Now you get to be creative. You get to design your snowflake in any way you want. However, you need to remember one thing. Your snowflake and all snowflakes are symmetrical, meaning whatever they look like on this side, they also look the same on the other side. This line down the center is called a line of symmetry. And a line of symmetry just means that an object looks the same on one side as it does on the other. Snowflakes have symmetry, so does a heart shape, because if you drew a line down the middle of a heart shape, it would be the same on both sides, as well as squares and circles. All those shapes have symmetry. So if I go to put a circle over here on my snowflake, I need to do the same thing on the other side. If I go to put a line over here on this side, I need to do the same thing on the other side. I'm actually going to move these down here. I think I want them down there. You be creative how you go and design your snowflake. You can use any scraps of paper you have. You could draw on it with crayon if you want. You decide. But whatever you do on one side of your snowflake, you should also do the same thing on the other side. Just like I've done here. Have so much fun creating your snowflake. Remember that you need to have 6 strips of paper down in this shape. Then you get to be creative designing that snowflake using symmetry. Have fun creating!